Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Roguetech with a fight. And there is only one mission left, so we'll do that. Planetary government, that's okay. We don't have a lot left, but they will be able to get the job done. Yes, yes. And here we go. So, terrain is excellent, because this is more or less a volcano, a dead volcano, and you can drop, if we're lucky, on the ridge, where the enemy is down here. There's one little path up here, but that is not guaranteed that they're able to take that. So what we're doing is, since we have a mortar carrier, we drop here. Let's see what they got in store. It would be bad if they have flyers. It should be one lance of local. Local means it could be everything. Could be trash, could be super risk, something, whatever. They have a Dragon X. They have a Marauder. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. They have a Cataphract. The same we use, but more modern in terms of armament. Because the normal Cataphract that we buy has an LBX-10 autocannon and a normal PPC. This carries a Gauss rifle and an extended range PPC. That is a Marauder with 4 large extended range large lasers. This thing will have a serious heat problem. Like, serious heat problem. Basic, standard, double heat sinks. Yeah, this thing is too hot. That is a Dragon X. It has a Thunderbolt 20. Please keep in mind that this weapon fires not one LRM, so to speak, but 20 LRMs on one missile. So it does 100 damage if it hits you. It has an MMS anti-missile system MK2, so highly advanced anti-missile systems. Extended range PPC and an X-pulse laser. This is risk technology, basically. Heatsink prototypes. Wow. No specialists, though. Interesting. It carries ammunition guided. So you trade a little bit of ammunition capacity for more guidance. He also has kinetic kill, which does, I think, armor penetration. I have no idea what MIRB means. But so far, nothing we can't handle. Okay, that is something we can't handle. That is a Timber Wolf. A Mad Cat, 2 extended range PPCs clan, 2 SRM6s clan, 1 Flamer clan, and 2 medium clan pulse lasers. Of course, equipped with clan targeting systems. No oh, and a C3 master unit. That's very effective because I'm pretty sure none of these guys here have any C3. For those who don't know, C3 is a battle computer. And this battle computer transfers the information from one unit to all other units that are in the system and enables them to shoot with the same distance modifier as he has. So theoretically, if you're very, very close with one C3 unit and very far away with another C3 unit, the unit far away will shoot with the same accuracy as the unit that is basically around the corner. Negative in this is the following. The C3 master unit. You need a master unit and slave units. The master unit weighs 5 tons. And the, what's it called? The slave units weighs 1.5 tons. We drive into the woods that we have a little bit of protection that will make it harder to hit. We rely on our AMS system to protect us from this missile crap that he's going to fire. Most likely. Yeah, he is. This thing does 100 damage if it hits us. 100. Please keep in mind, this is an MRT carrier, a mortar carrier. His armor isn't great. That's not what he's built for. 115 in the front, 100 in the back. The turret has even less. So you kind of get the point. You can buy carriers of all types. You can buy laser carriers, large laser carriers, small laser carriers, machine gun carriers, short range carriers. In my personal opinion, it is most effective to buy something that is a carrier for indirect fire. Because if you buy anything else, what will happen is they will destroy that thing in a second. We will shoot at this guy because he's got the weapon we're afraid the most of.
Crazy.
That is not a lot of damage. Yes, it is not, but it will add up. And these guys are normally too stupid to go up the road. And if they go up the road, I mean, they're not really stupid, but the point is, if they try to go up the road, they will go all single file up here, and then they will arrive all single file, and will rip them to shreds all single file. So, you know, it's not the most clever plan for them to even try that. They hope that I run out of ammunition before they run out of armor. And, well, the other way around. Okay, that was interesting because for one, we were not able to destroy the missile even though we have highly advanced targeting system, missile systems, anti-missile systems, and on top of that, he used an warhead that spreads the damage. 1% chance to hit. Holy hell. 3% chance to hit. 1% chance to hit. Yeah, this rain is a problem. This rain is a huge problem. Because it's really bad for the targeting systems, especially for a primitive targeting system like my mortar is. Yes, it's clan tech, but in this type, the clan tech only means it is light. Lighter than the Innosphere version. It is not more effective in any way. It doesn't do more damage, or it doesn't have better targeting systems or anything. It's just there for being lighter in comparison. We could theoretically go forward and risk a shot, but that would not be wise, right? Okay, this time we hit it before it reached us. If they would all come together a little bit more, that would be nice. I mean, make one little bundle where everyone is. We'll turn that to damage. That means the laser will produce more heat, but also more damage to the missile. And these Thunderbolt missiles are pretty massive. You must think the following. Laser systems or AMS systems in general do a certain amount of damage to a missile per meter it flies, or has a chance to hit it and then does damage. For example, this here does 2 damage if it's in safe mode, and more damage if it's in damage mode. And missiles have more hit points. Big missiles have more hit points than small ones. So what we'll do now is, since they're all together, we'll switch to air burst. And what you will see now is a little bit like a long-term artillery. You first see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then it goes crazy. I mean, this is pretty nice, no? The only problem with this is that you have very limited amounts of ammunition with this weapon. Technically, whenever you find airburst ammunition, you buy. You buy by the dozens. You buy everything you can. If it says mortar airburst ammunition, you buy the stock. If it's 5, you buy 5. If it's 10, you buy 10. You buy every single one you can get. Now, they're no longer in one place, so we're not going to fire airburst, obviously, because that would be unwise. Acid means it gets more damage over time. It reduces the armor value of the target. However, it's not really that effective. Yeah, you could argue we're shooting the wrong target because the cataphract is not really the main problem. The problem is, of course, the Dragon X, which is a 60-ton Innosphere House Kurita machine. And what the hell was he doing? He doesn't have missiles, right? He has only SRMs. Why? What is he firing? This guy, the Dragon... Oh, no, this guy, the Dragon carries... Oh, okay, no, this is the Dragon. That was... Okay. I was confused for a moment. I was thinking it was the other way around.
See, all the tanks we come up against are bigger and better than ours.
Standard. These guys are close together. We could airdrop them. But again, we have very limited amounts of airburst ammunition. And I would prefer to shoot airburst ammunition when we have no other choice. When they're all, at least two of them are together. Yeah, okay, that was very ineffective. I take it.
Billy, are you dumb or something?
Now you feel yourself forced to rush, to go out and strike them with everything you have. Don't do that. Don't do that. The computer shoots very, very well. You shoot very, very bad. There is the rain. And it's not about surviving, that one of you survives. In order to make this a financial success, everyone in your team has to come out of this in one piece. And this is unlikely to happen if you go out. Furthermore, if you step on the boundary of this ridge, everyone will fire on exactly the same guy at once. And this hurts a lot.
See, all the tanks we come up against are bigger and better than ours.
That is the dragon.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
The only problem is, what do we do if they call in something? I have the suspicion that the computer enemy can, after a certain amount of time, call in an airstrike. And that, of course, would be a problem, because against an airstrike, we're powerless. Don't be crazy. You're a timber wolf. Still.
How beautiful it is out here.
Okay, I think they're close enough. I think they're close enough. It should work. Yeah, not great, but everyone took a little bit of damage, so that's okay. The problem with the mortar is that the damage to the armor is superficial. It's everywhere a little bit. It's not like armor penetrating and just holding out one point that you get a deadly blow on it. That's not what mortars do. Mortars is very, very spread out. Yeah, Inferno ammunition will do nothing in the rain. It will burn a little bit because it's, of course, what's it? Petroleum based, but it's not going to do anything anyway.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive.
We're getting through, but we're not doing any damage. We're doing internal damage, but it's not like his systems are falling or anything. Again, resist the urge to get out. If we're pushed, if there comes an airstrike, we will advance, no question. But as long as we have ammunition, as long as we're on the better position, we will use that position to our benefit. We're not let ourselves hassle into anything that we don't want to. Ooh, that's very bad hitting chances. That's even worse. That's even worse. That is not that bad. I mean, it's a Timberwolf. He will probably laugh about what we do. But we're not even hitting him anyway.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
When your enemy gets a silver bubble and there is some sparkling in the air, that means they've called in for an airstrike. Then you're in big trouble. Getting out of an airstrike is an art. It's not easy to do. It rarely really works. I think they're close enough together that we can do another airburst. This is probably our last airburst.
Crazy. Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose.
And it didn't do anything. The only good thing is they're running out of missiles sooner or later. We're resisting the urge. We still have plenty of mortar ammunition. We're not forced into anything stupid. This guy's worrying me. Because it is possible that he's clever enough to get up the ramp, or that he's simply saying, okay, screw this, we're getting out of this, and just charge up.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves. Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive waves. Maybe we can't live
Wow.
later on.
This guy's tough. I mean, it's a cataphract. The cataphract has... every mech has a specialty. And some mechs have -1 to hit. Some mechs... Okay, this is getting dangerous because he's nearly around the corner. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. If he's clever enough to get around the corner, we're in big trouble. And you can already see that his friends are starting to follow him.
Okay, taking a protective stance. Hell yes. Confirmed.
Oh, shite.
Confirmed.
They're onto something. Let's hope that he turns around.
Look, Kelly, a tiger has only one weak point. That's its ass. You gotta hit it point blank, and you gotta hit it from behind.
We could, but that would not be a wise choice. We could, but would not be a wise choice. We need guns off the field, right? So we're shooting at this guy.
Negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves. Crazy. I mean, like, you could probably use some armor.
Nothing.
Eh? See? What'd I tell you, huh?
Okay, he did not get around the corner. Well, he wasn't sure he would survive it, I guess. Which he's right. Which he's absolutely... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We're so close to a firing line. Oh boy, this is super dangerous. But he is on the edge. He's on the edge. If he moves 1 more centimeter, he's around the corner and he will give us hell. Okay, somehow I expected that would do more damage than that.
Yes, Commander.
No idea why it didn't, but it didn't.
Coordinates received.
Okay, I mean, this is a Timberwolf. He's built for this.
Engaging.
Whoa, yes, that must have done something right, right? I mean, even a Timberwolf would be... No?
That's a hit. I'm out of SRM.
No, he's just like, whatever.
What are your orders, Skipper?
He apparently takes it and he likes it. Okay, it's very important that you kill this freak now. Oh boy, he didn't. That was bad. Oh! In a one-on-one match, we're no enemy for these guys, trust me. They are way, way, way more into firing, into shooting and stuff than we are. They have absolutely hideous amounts of firepower in these machines. No, don't shoot the cataphract. That guy's almost dead. Kill that thing. That was, I think, the worst shooting in human history. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna regret that. Holy hell, that hurt. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
No chance, man. No, they both had it. One of them's in the
Oddball.
river and the other one's on the other side, Bruno.
Yeah, that will not do anything. But we have just the choice between bad and worse.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves. Crazy. I mean, like, some... You could probably use some armor.
That is really weird because apparently this guy doesn't have case armor, which is almost impossible because he's a clan, so he has built-in case.
What's up, boss?
We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be we should be staying back and, you know, play it cool.
Crazy.
Okay, I have no idea literally how he just survived that.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many...
We have a knockdown! He didn't die. The question is, how bad is he hurt? He still has a couple of weapons left at his disposal. I know we should fire on the Marauder, but trust me, we want mechs off the field. We want guns off the field. If this thing survives... Good, he's dead. Ooh.
That's a kill.
There will be nothing left to salvage from this version here. Okay, I've got a very special treat for you two. I'm not a fan, but I see no other way. The line is broken, which means he get a little bit bonus to his defense. Yeah, we missed with all weapons, except with one shot of the laser. That is disgusting. We still have a chance.
Confirmed.
Phantom, big guy. There is no other way.
Affirmative.
I know our cataphract is damaged and all that, but... if we hit with the main weapon with the risk-heavy Gauss,
Engaging target.
that should do absolutely enormous amounts of damage. It didn't.
Reporting.
He's still okay.
Crazy. I mean, like...
Okay. I'm not afraid of the cataphract so much because he only has 2 lasers left. That was really bad. That was terrifyingly bad. It seems like good, but we didn't kill him, and with this amount of firepower we should have killed him. And he strikes back with 80 damage, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot. Okay. That was good luck, I think.
Okay.
Oddball. We could,
On up.
but we should go for this guy. I know it's close. I know it's close.
Like, so many positive waves. Maybe
But we have to.
Orders.
We will actually... if we fire now, the chances are pretty high that we hit our own forces. But I see no other way. Yeah, we hit our ally.
Getting banged up real good here.
But we hit the other guy as well, so I guess we're okay.
Roger that.
It would be very important now that he does not explode.
Confirmed.
Okay, he's dead.
Hostile removed.
Marauder's down.
Receiving you.
This is not perfect, but it will get the job done. Why is the hitting chance so bad? Target moved. He didn't move that much. Okay, he's dead. Very good work.
Hostile eliminated.
Oh crap, he has seen us. Okay. There is no way we can now get out of the fight. You mean like I mean like retreating and hoping he doesn't hit or anything like that. That's not gonna work.
Crazy. I mean, like, so many positive ways. Maybe we can't lose. You're
Wait,
right.
you're telling me if I drive I get a better hitting? How would that even work?
Here you go. More negative waves.
Okay, whatever. You can see that his AoE rockets are now depleted because that's a single shot weapon.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
We're not doing a lot of damage, but technically, he is using a PPC, so he will produce heat. He will have a heat problem at one point or the other. That was okay shooting.
Yep. You got it.
He's in very bad shape. Very, very bad shape.
I got you. Critical hit. It's go time.
So his heat sinks exploded.
I mean, don't say you're sorry. He's been trying to get us killed ever since.
Do we have a problem with minimum range? Yeah. Minimum range problem with mortars. Whatever.
I need about 60 feet of bridge.
Yeah, nothing. We're producing a lot of heat, but we're not hitting anyone.
Confirmed. Location confirmed.
Question is, do we want to be that close? Because, again, he can blow up pretty badly. I mean, all his friends are dead. His
Critical hit.
rocket launcher is gone. We're going to shoot him now in the back like crazy.
Moving to position.
Which is a problem with Zoe, because his front armor is now gone. So we would do more damage if we shoot him in the front. His back armor is actually still there. So, we would actually do more damage if we shoot him in the front. However, if we shoot him in the front, the side, and the back in the same turn, the pilot might panic and just say, "Okay, you know what, guys? Screw it. I'm getting out of this." So, if we're not moving, we're a live target for next turn. However, I'm assessing the situation as follows. This guy will have another turn if we just don't stand and fire. So the only way we can shoot him perfectly is if we just not move and hope that he doesn't survive this turn. And he's gone. This was, of course, not glorious, but we won. So, payment is excellent work, only getting 50,000, no extra payment because there was no extra targets. The damage to our machines is, in this regard here, pretty impressive. They've taken out, well, the armor was 94, now it's 5, so he was badly damaged before. So, point taken, the damage to the leg was only 44 damage. Here was about 69 damage. It was everywhere a little bit. Oh, the armor's nearly lost. But again, the main armor was only 88 to begin with. So yes, they did extensive damage to the cataphract, but the cataphract was damaged before already. We can have a cataphract part, which we will take. We will disassemble the Marauder. A Marauder is a good machine. This Marauder especially is a good machine. The Comsuit ++ is excellent. What is that? Missile range sensors. You get 10% extra range from missiles. The problem is cataphracts cannot carry missiles. Well, most cataphracts. The cataphracts I do have no missile slots. So I think it's either taking the Thunderbolt 20, which is 12 tons, 5 slots, 100 damage per missile. Is capable of indirect firing, has good range, has a problem with minimum range, but does very impressive amounts of damage. However, the weapon alone will not do anything. We'll need the ammunition, so I think we're taking the Comsuit cockpit. We got the Marauder, and... okay. So, we'll not do repairs now. Let's have a look at the mech bay. Storage. We have... okay, we have one Cataphract 5LL, and we have one Cataphract 5D, so not enough. We can, however, put the Marauder together, just for the fun of it. We can sell this. We have no use for that tank. That, by the way, is a flying Mad Cat. That is, it says catapult, but it's not really a catapult, because the name catapult results from... that is a mech itself. And the reason the Mad Cat is called the Mad Cat is because the targeting system, first time encountered in the storyline, switched between Marauder and Catapult. That's the reason it's called Mad Cat. The original name of the clans is Timberwolf. This is a lamb version, so this one can fall together like, I don't know, what are they called? Autobots, this kind of thing, and start flying around. Really crazy. This is the real Timberwolf. As you can see, they're not compatible because we cannot make one. We can sell the Demon. The Hadur. Every part of the Hadur is worth 100,000. That is absolutely insane. Okay, nothing we can do here. That is the Marauder. It's actually in pretty good shape. As narrow low profile as specialty, the Cataphract has minus protected actuators, which means 20% less chance to get critically hit. That is really cool. Trust me. This one here has -1 to hit. So 5% less hit. Yeah, the machine itself is pretty badly damaged. It seems like two large lasers on each side. This is more like a cheap copy of the Supernova from the clans. So, we sell it. Everyone here is ready for action. So, let me think of this. Okay, so we're doing repairs and then we're off. So, you need to be repaired. I cannot give them any better weapons because I don't have the ammunition, right? Okay, I don't want to get more on that, but I'm here. And we need a thermal exchanger. Beautiful. Feel a little bit undergunned with this guy, but there is very little I can do to improve that. I mean, we have heat-wise, no, we're fine. You have a predator targeting system. You are beautiful. We armor you up again. Are we sure about this pulse laser PPC combo? I mean, it's a good combo. That's no question. Can we save some tonnage here by something? How's our heat distribution? -9. No, we cannot really. I mean, the gyro defense, if we could change that out for something like an XL, that would help. But let's be honest, we don't have that, right? We don't have that. Could put the... I bet we need the probe. There is no way around that. Oh boy, we're weakening the legs. This is not good. This is not good. But I don't see any other way to get this on the road. Our heat is -9. This weighs 07. If we put that out, our heat is at -8. Wait a minute, that only gives only what? 3%. Okay, how much does this insulator give us? Okay, he gives as much as he gives as much as a ton of the heat sinks, but only weighs half a ton, so we're totally fine with that. And we can even armor up greatly. That is okay. Fine.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Use you've got the weapon mount recoil. What you really need is something better than the disco laser, but when we look at the heat distribution, there is nothing we can do for you, and we still have tons left. No, 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 no. You have an improved targeting system. I can give you something better than that. I can give you the Predator system, right? We have a Predator system? Yes, we have. That is the best. Armored Crawl is pretty nice indeed, but what we really need is more tactics for you. Thank you, sir. Excellente. He has a clan targeting system. We could give him... weapon mount, recoil mount, that doesn't help. A shoulder we would need. Could give you a clan XL engine. Then we have a little bit more space. It costs a hell of a lot of money, but with that space we might be able to build something different in than the AC. Can I give you... I pull everything out. You have composite already, so we cannot save anything there in terms of space. He's got ferrofibrous clan, nothing to do here. Could put the XL gyro out and give you what we love the most, and that is an AMS system type advanced. That is a pretty cool system. You will need ammunition on this. We still have space. This thing has no recoil, so there is nothing we can do. Whatever we install, it must go in the arm. We could technically build in a machine gun array. But that is so close in range that it will not change anything. This would be nice to have a mortar, like here or so. But then we don't have the ammo to feed that thing anyway. A large gland pulse laser, of course, would be my favorite, but let's look at the tonnage. That is not possible. We cannot build in... The ammunition must stay. There is no way around that. 2.2 tons. How's our heat efficiency? It's minus 30. This would be deadly right for our heat efficiency. That would kill us. Unless... I know we're overweight. I know we're overweight. I'm thinking of something. You have a clan thermal exchanger. If we take a normal thermal exchanger, would that help any? A little bit. And if we then, on top of that, give you a weapon heat mount. We're at 8 heat, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. It's crazy. It is crazy. It all is that we don't have an ultra light, then it would work. Okay, so we just armor up. How are we heat wise? -6. We change that to inner sphere. It's -10. Put this out, and this out, and give you clan large pulse laser. -5. We're still good in heat, but we have better range. And we could technically give you a com suit. Would it be better to give you... This has a jamming chance, right? No, it has not. We could give you a predator targeting system. It has night fighting as well. And you have a light active probe. I think I can give you a real active probe. Not the light version. Like this. And then, just to help a little bit with the heat... We give you a weapon heat mount. -7. -5, so that's only 2 points. That's not really doing that much for that weight, right? On the other hand, we have the heat. We have the weight, right? Could just do this and we'll save a little bit of heat. This weighs 0.7 tons. The question is, wouldn't it be more effective? Because the total difference in heat, -7 to -5, is far less than if we just, you know, build in one heatsink. That's only 0.3 more in tons, but 6 more in heat sinking. That would be far more effective. We have space. I want to have a shoulder bonus on this to reduce the recoil more. Because it has a recoil of 2, so technically it will over-recoil at some point. And we'll need some more tonnage later on if we build an hack in here. We don't build a hack in here because we don't have ammunition for it. That's the problem. No, I'm not happy with the rocket system, obviously. The rocket system sucks. Okay. Well, technically, wait a minute. Technically, we have the space, right? We could install super laser. No, this is fine. Okay, let's look at the Nitox. Nothing I can do for you.
Right.
I don't have any flares.
Schedule.
Nothing I can do for you. Gauss North Rifle Storm, worst weapon in existence, but I don't have a single shot with the Hyper Gauss, right? We're totally out of that stuff. We have heavy Gauss, normal Gauss for days, but not the Gauss we need. Of the other weapons, the improved Gauss you cannot carry, the Hyper Gauss you could carry, but it wouldn't help. The AC-20 Ultra would be nicer, but you couldn't carry. The rest of the weapons is wasted on you. That's how it is. You, sir. My Seth Cloudbuster. There is nothing I can do for you, sadly. You are as you are, beautiful, but short-lived.
Know when that's done.
The Warthog. You have a rotary 10. I could put some super Gauss into you, but I don't have Gauss money, so there Gauss ammunition, so there's nothing I can do. This has a potential damage of 150. We could put this in. That would be a pretty big gun. But this has a higher hitting range, but this jams pretty often, right? Well, this has a 10% chance to jam anyway. Ballistic weapons. -1 recoil. Right. It would actually work, and it would make sense to put a super gun into this rotary 20. Would of course be great, but we can't do that. And the Hyper Gauss would be better, but it is too big. That would actually work. Yeah, but I think this is still the better weapon. I don't like the weapon, but it is the better weapon.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Mr. Nidhogg, anything I can do for you? No, I don't like you anyway. Mr. Nidhogg here. Gauss Rifle Clan. Can you technically, theoretically, pack, I don't know, a heavy Gauss Rifle? No. An AC-20? No. AC-10 would be no benefit. You can only take this type of weapon, right? Wait, can you technically take a plasma cannon or something like that? No, it must be ballistic, okay. Small laser. I've got clown small lasers. Medium pulse lasers? It must be 0.5 tons. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, wait. Did you take a sniper artillery cannon? No. Thumper artillery cannon? No. Long-tom cannon, of course not. Oh, well, you know. A man can dream.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
This gun I hate. But this is too heavy. And there is no way around this. Could wait. This is 11 tons. I could put this, but that would be a waste. That would do less damage by far. Okay, repair it, you're fine as you are.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Use streak. This thing does theoretically 150 damage if it all hits. However, we could also put in... This is an MML20, so theoretically, if we put SRMs into it... That would do far more damage than this, right? I mean, this do 5 damage. The SRMs do 6.6 damage. And we could put really weird ammunition in there. Or we go totally bananas and put this system in. Because this does 7 damage per missile. And if we put the crazy into it... Where is my crazy? It does 10.5 damage. It will still do less than the streak, point taken. But this has no hitting bonus. This gets +1 accuracy. I think in the end this can do more damage than the other one. Yes, we'll have a range problem, but let's be honest, that is not really a thing for this machine. All the other systems are locked, right? There's nothing I can do. Although it would make sense to put the MRM-20 into it and then pack two times SRM and 1 times LRM into it. That's a high jump chance. We'll try it out this way. We'll try it out this way.
Logged and noted.
Okay, storage. We keep. Selling anything we want to sell. I think this is the worst weapon ever. Yeah, I don't like this. Yes, it has better range, but that's not counting for something with me. Standard range PPC for normal. Small lasers, out with it. Improved. We keep the weapons. We might sell the medium lasers. I'm not a fan of those, obviously. Machine guns we keep. Miniguns we keep. All the rocket stuff we keep. Re-engineered medium lasers. Oh my god. Why would I do that? Delta armor. Yeah, would be an idea. Maybe we should install that. Ooh, I totally forgot about the super weapon. I totally forgot about the super weapon. This thing is amazing. Composite we keep. Normal armor we sell. Jump jets improved. Yeah, I'm not a fan for improved jump jets for such heavy machines because then they do very little. That's not what they put their shine at. Okay.
Nice to see you down
Yeah.
here in the
I think
hole.
we're done. I think we should travel. So, question is where to go.
Hello, Commander. Good to see you.
We need a place like this. Easy to reach,
Course now.
high enough difficulty. Wow. That is impressive. That's like, wow. Wasn't aware that that is possible. Anyway. Let's see how the repairs are coming on.
Hey, Commander. Be with you in a second.
What the hell? How can you break a vehicle? How does that even work? Ugh. Okay, question. Can you pack AC? No, you cannot. Can you pack these things? You cannot. Can you pack these? Oh yeah, you can pack these. Can you pack that? Yes, you can. I would have preferred to have 2 of those, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Okay, rockets. You can probably not pick any rockets. Do you have an AMS system of any sort or form? Anything? Laser AMS? No, you just have flares. Crap. Crap. We could also put LRM-20s into this. 2 LRM-20s is a great amount of firepower. Like, wow. That would do 66, 42, 63. But we get the bonus on top for the, what's it called? High explosive, so that would do more damage. But, I mean, this is pretty awesome. Streak MRM-30 you cannot pack. Okay, MRM-30. This would be MRM ammo. Would technically also work. Oh, I think we go with these. Okay, he can also take 2 extended range medium lasers. 15 heat. So a plasma carabine. Oops, sorry. A plasma carabine would not fit. This would not fit. Medium pulse laser. It's more than a ton. Extended range would not fit because too hot. Man, that sucks because I sold all the normal laser thingies. Small heavy laser? I mean, the range is terrible. Oh wait, re-engineered? No. More than 15 heat. So we need something. No, not that. Laser based. With less heat. Small chem lasers, that's a piece of garbage. Small heavy lasers, that's the best we have. Boy, that is disgusting. This is missiles of all sorts. This will not fit. This is like one-shot weapons, right? Can you put any pulse pods into you? Because that would help a lot. You can't. Phoenix missiles, obviously. Bombs, I guess. Wing-mounted arrow, okay. Air-to-air rockets, maybe? What a shame. Ammo. Good thing I have tons of those. Or do I? 1, 2, 3. This would not fit. This might be fun. Plus fear against flying targets. Okay. Artemis we don't have. Yeah, we don't have a lot of ammo for this thing. That's true, that's true, that's true. It says Narc Mission Beacon. Can we put anything into that? Oh, wait. It's wing mounted, right? It's wing mounted. I have 2 flares to protect you. Congratulations. It says wing mounted. Ha ha! Is this perfect? No, because we're missing ammunition. But at least we can do something with this thing. I wonder why it broke. Does that make any sense that it broke? I don't think it does.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Everyone is working like crazy. Question is there anything we can do to help? Most likely not. They work like crazy. Why did it break? I think it was a violation, a tech violation or something, and that's the reason it was discarded. So let's jump. The parents are coming. Oh, wait.
Nice to see you down
We can upgrade someone. Who of you is the least impressive? You've got a risk out, so you're pretty impressive. Hack 30, impressive. Hack 30, impressive. Can we upgrade one of you with the 30 to, you know, like, killer? You've got 2 large lasers. I hate those. I don't think these are good weapons, honestly. You have a double. I can give you a Gauss 30. How about that? And we'll fill the remaining tonnage with... No, it doesn't work, because then he's losing too much fire. Shame, it's a shame, shame. Okay. And you carry the command console on top of that, so I'll be fine. You. Large pulse laser, PPC, and he's got the recoil -2. How about I put that out and give you the super gun. This one. We don't have enough slots. We can do this. Giving you composite. How's heat? -3. That's not perfect. And our armor is not great. It is not. And we'll have the problem with... Yeah, I know this is a good machine. No reason to change it. Not you. Yeah, we can work on this. We can work on this. You get the super gun. Get the super gun. Look at that. Kabam. Oh, in terms of heat, -13. We could put 1 heat sink out. Or it would reduce the armor a little. You know, just a hunch. Here, there. Not entirely happy because, technically speaking, I think we're wasting on something. Comsuit. Sniper, that's all pretty awesome. Light probe. Damn it! Okay, for the sake of argument.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
You've got improved shattered beacon. We have nothing better. You've got... Oh boy, you need help. Your targeting systems are terrible. And you're carrying a large laser, not a pulse laser. Even more terrible. Even more terrible. I can help you with that, right? First of all, you need... Well, technically, this. And you will need a better targeting system than that. This is clan improved. It's not really that much better, but it's better. Your clan cockpit is right. I want you to have a comsuit. Congratulations. I'm not happy with this combination here. Large laser, disco, whatever. I know. Damage output is good, but the range sucks. Can we technically, with 8 tons left, that will not be enough, right? I could give you a clan PPC. We're at minus 26 heat, so we have too many heat sinks. Heat sinks. We have the recall problem then, so that's not perfect. Put that here. How many are we in heat sinks? 26. Clan PPC. If we cut down on this and give you that, and I don't know, this doesn't fit, right? 4 tons. How are we in heat? Minus 26 still. 4 tons. That would be a large laser. Like this. We have a heat problem. We need the heat mount, otherwise it wouldn't work. The light active probe, the Guardian ECM. If we put the Guardian ECM out and give you one more heat sink. He's got clan heat sinks, so there is nothing we can improve there. Weapon recoil, battle fists, whatever, doesn't help. PPC capacitor doesn't really work on that. I mean, we're at 0. That's as good as it gets, sadly. Oh, we don't want that. We'll take a little bit off the legs. It weighs half as much as the PPC, please keep that in mind. And it does more damage than the PPC. think this is the superior weapon. We could save some weight if we install different armor, but I don't see that. Command console, nothing we can do here. Predator sniper, pretty nice. Rangefinder tracker, pretty nice. Improved, pretty nice. Ballistic improved. Slick suit, pretty nice. It would be interesting. Do we have more technic? Do we have more slick suits? No, we don't. So it wouldn't make any difference anyway. Nothing we can do. Okay, everyone is building everyone. Make base hill, they're building as fast as they can. Man. Okay, let's jump. Okay, the upgrade is there.
What brings you down here, Commander?
What did we do? I think we built the this would make us faster, reduced by 45%. That's pretty crushed. One more vehicle would be an idea. One more mech would be an idea. We would need more tonnage. It needs the command and control system, which is not this. Which is this.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get
Okay.
moving.
Did look how long that takes. 7 days. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty impressive.
Hey, Commander.
Okay, I was wondering, is any one of you still missing, I don't know, firepower in general? I fear not. Oh, Gauss Rifle M9. That is a terrible weapon. But as we already noticed, when it comes to Gauss rifles, 6 slots is really, really a very little. I mean, this would be an idea, but this is an even worse weapon, right? Well, maybe it's not. Rotary. It's not a risk, by the way. It's a normal rotary cannon. This is too big. This would technically fit, but would not do more damage. This fits, does more damage, but has a problem with accuracy. On the other hand, though, this is a terrible weapon. I'm sorry. That is a terrible weapon. Could put a mortar into you if I had a big enough mortar, but I don't. This would do extra damage to armor, but no extra damage to internals. But that is okay, the criticals will do the rest, right? +2 to recoil. Holy hell. He fires one of those and then he's basically out.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Okay.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Everyone is combat ready.
Looks like we've arrived.
Look at the store. Altenmarkt. Am Altenmarkt. Ooh, Clan AMS system. Super cheap, super good.
New weapon systems.
LRM 15, Clan Guts, whatever. Heatsinks double, we've got a ton of that. Guided, everything that is mortar based we buy, holy hell. The rest is sadly useless. You know what we could use? Another one of those beautiful mortar carriers. That would be absolutely insane. Why would they sell weapons that are not tech of clan, I wonder? LBX, I don't like that. Another LBX, I don't like that. LBX 20 though is pretty cool. Demolisher Gauss Rifle Clan. Sounds impressive, is not. This is far too heavy. Mistlicks and Novas. Too expensive, too expensive. A part of a Timber Wolf? Could buy, because we've got the money and, you know, stuff. Large chem laser, small chem laser. Large chem laser clan. It is light and it is yeah.
New weapon systems available.
Okay. Upgrades are running. Oh, we do that. Any absolutely amazing pilots? Nope. 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 I mean, that must be really impressive that I take them now, because we've got pretty good goals with us. No. You're lost tech, but you can only drive tanks. We're not interested in that. And no. So the pilots are not going to save the day.
Receiving you.
You, sir. What do I want from you? More initiative? More piloting? More gunnery.
Waiting for orders.
You are a mech pilot. That it doesn't increase anything with you. Guts would be an idea. Resolve generation is pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. That is also not so bad. I mean, you're getting more percentages now. And 70% unjam is also pretty cool. But we use very little weapons that actually have a champ chance. So I think I go for the resist of damage.
Ready for orders.
Oh boy!
Mech warrior training complete.
Good to go.
My pilots are not the toughest, are they?
Training complete.
Standing by.
You are pretty impressive in terms of piloting, and you will be pretty impressive
Training confirmed, Commander.
in piloting in the future. I want you to have more. Okay, I cannot buy guts with you more. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm pretty sure that should have been possible. Good, you go to 4, and then you go to piloting, and a little bit more of that.
Training complete.
Receiving you.
You! Gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yeah, they're not all used equal, I know that. Go for guts.
Mech warrior training complete.
We need people who can take more damage.
Training complete.
Because they're not, my guys are really not good at that. They get looked the wrong way and they fall over and die.
Waiting for orders.
So, guts,
Mech warrior
please.
training complete.
Good to go.
Guts.
Training complete.
You know, we keep them alive, but at a certain point they're worth being kept alive. If they die earlier, that's not that much of an issue, but here it pretty much is. We need the extra movement, every point counts.
Ready to rock.
Training complete.
Yes, Commander.
could go for that. Push your engines to the limit. I like the idea of that. Mobility expert, gain 2 local ACM. Immune to indirect attacks. That's rare with flyers. But the other one is useless anyway. What does this give us? Melee attacks? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. We go for the Phantom.
Training confirmed, Commander.
The Phantom in the sky.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Faster, please. More piloting. Of course, he's not a mech.
Mech warrior training complete.
They cannot fall over and stuff. That's not in the cards for them. They just crash and burn. And then they're dead anyway. So why even invest?
Aye, aye.
You are a flyer pilot and your tactics suck, my lady.
Commander.
Your initiative is always horrible.
Mech warrior training complete.
Standing by.
You, my lady.
Training complete.
Couldn't have gotten for Phantom, but oh, she has no training at all. Okay, we'll rise and shine and ready for missions. So we'll see each other next time when we do missions.